guys, Skylar here. It's been quite some time since I posted a video recently. It's also my second time to use the intro because I forgot to change the auto white balance, so I looked extremely blue. So you can probably see the corner of my MacBook over here. I do use this like monitor video and everything, so the screen's like decently accurate. So I do use that to like see my video and also like to turn it on and off. Anyways, it has been a bit. Really sorry. I have tried filming so many update videos and I have trashed all of them because they honestly just turn into a lot of ranting, and that's just, no one really wants to watch constant rant videos. Not unless they're like, you know, 2012 story time, let's be real here. Two really big updates. One is current roommate 100% moving out. Second is new roommate who I've known for about 5 years and work with, 100% moving in. Also means I'm getting 3 fur babies. Personally, I don't want them. Not because I don't love fur babies, it's just, it's been nice not having to worry about them in the apartment, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta make sacrifices and compromises, and this is a compromise for me to make sure I have someone moving in with me who I know and can trust. However, because of who's moving in, I want to say my goal is to be going like full content creation. Not like full-time, like I'm gonna live off of that, but like that I'm gonna be putting a lot of effort, time, and energy into making YouTube videos, doing photo shoots for my photography channel, which I hopefully will be launching by the end of this month, which is August, because I'm on vacation until the end of the month. So planning to do my few photo shoots and get a video going. I want to start doing like cooking vlogs, excuse me, and also streaming more consistently, because like honestly, weather's been so terrible this summer, and as we get colder and towards winter, I'm not really gonna leave the house, so it's like a great reason to be doing content creation. Which obviously, if you clicked on the title, or clicked on the title, if you've looked at the title and clicked on this video, you know that I took a little trip just before, and I got a new child. So I love my current child. They've done me proud. It's just, it's getting a bit of a struggle to edit sometimes because I cannot edit directly on my current MacBook because I don't have enough internal storage. I did buy a Thunderbolt drive, which has been wonderful. It's just, even with that, the sustained read and write obviously goes down over time as it heats up and whatnot, compared to the internal, which is gonna fare a little bit better, just because it has active cooling in a sense on the inside compared to just the heat radiating outwards, because it's in a metal case that my Thunderbolt drive is in. However, I will still keep the Thunderbolt drive. I will still be using it. It'll be more so like I will back up my projects to it as I'm actively working on it. So it's just like, it's there, get back up to it. So if something were to happen, which I haven't had any issues with drive failures or anything in a very long time. So let's hope not, but we'll see. So made a big upgrade. This is still a pre-built MacBook, so like I didn't like custom configure this or anything. I decided to upgrade to the M2 Max. I got the base M2 Max, so that is the, what is that? I think it's like 12 core CPU, 30 core GPU, 32 gigs of unified memory, and then a terabyte SSD, compared to my current baby, which is the base model M1 Pro, which I think is 8 core CPU, 10 core GPU, 16 gigs unified memory, and a 512 SSD. So we're doubling the storage, which means I can now edit directly on the MacBook. Because believe it or not, I have maybe like 100 gigs to 200 gigs at any given time available on my current MacBook, because I do also use my MacBook for like gaming to some extent, more so like simulation, like The Sims. So I have like The Sims 2, I think it's like the Ultimate Edition that was in the App Store. I don't know if it's still in there, but it was in the Mac App Store at one point. I have The Sims 4 with most of the expansion packs on there. Those take up so much space. And then once you start throwing on like your video files and anything else you want to use, and then you have your editing, because like I copy into my library, I don't have it reference just because I would rather it be in multiple locations. I know that sounds weird, but it's more so that if I don't, you know, if I forget that I have it referencing, I don't like move it somewhere and then I lose all that footage, because it gets basically ripped out until you put it back to where it was referencing from. So I copy into it, makes it easier, and plus where I edit on an external drive, copying doesn't really matter because I have a whole separate terabyte drive just for editing. But now it's gonna be just like a backup, and of course, if I ever get to travel in the future again, it will be for like, you know, dumping stuff on. I don't have a top-down for you guys, I'm really sorry. I could very easily do B-roll with my A7 III, which even though that's like 8-bit versus 10-bit, it is still similar enough for B-roll. You really wouldn't notice the difference. But let's open this and cry a little bit for how much I spent, because I believe this is $3,099 before any taxes or anything. So it's now open. I'm trying to be dramatic, and then it didn't really happen. I'll be honest, I have never owned a laptop or a desktop this expensive in my life. So you damn well know I'm gonna be busting my booty to make content to edit on this. Yeah, we'll just have it off to the side. Alright, so we all know at this point, MacBook's on top. Brand new, untouched. Oh, this is such a silly thing to be excited about, but the matching coloring, like, it makes a difference for me. I am also, of course, selling my current MacBook, so I'm just like, oh, another cord. Then I remember, oh yeah, I have to sell the charger. I mean, I don't have to give the charger, but it's like, I'm gonna sell a MacBook, I'm gonna at least give the gaming charger, you know? So lovely color match charger. And because this is the Max, I should have the bigger charging brick too. Lovely Apple stickers. Be adding these to my collection. I've been collecting Apple stickers since 2008 when I bought my very first MacBook. I bought it with my college money when I was a junior. I think I was a junior in high school when I got that. And my dad was just like, you do know if you spend this money, you will have no money left for college, essentially. Because basically, I think I bought a base model, but when it comes to like college money, like basically I had an account specifically for school, for like books and whatnot. So that way when I graduated high school, if I went to college, I had like money for my books. That's what it was. And I used that book money to buy my very first MacBook. It was the 2008 unibody. They had just come out with the unibody. So it was brand new. I actually wanted the regular plastic MacBook. I wanted the black one, which was the old generation. So that's like, it had, what is it? SATA 2, so you can go to like, what, like 3 gigs instead of 6 gigs or whatever for your hard drive speed and whatnot, which means SSDs, if you put one in there, only went to like, you know, a couple hundred megabytes, maybe like 100 or 200 megabytes versus like up to 500 or something. So because that's all that was available, like I had to get that one, which was, in retrospect, obviously smarter because it was updated graphics, because that's also when it had still like a small discrete graphics. It wasn't like a great one, obviously. Ooh, this brick. Look at that. That's a big brick. All right, here's the fun part. I will be keeping these things because if I sell this MacBook in the future, which most likely will happen, I like to be able to basically rebox it for people, and they get this nice presentation. Obviously, the one thing I can't really rebox is the cord, unless I just want to leave this cord and like put it in the old box and be like, here you go, have this color match cord. So yeah, this all will go back in there. it's so scary. It's like there's so much money. That back in there because I literally will rebox this. Look at this brand new, unused, non-fingerprinty MacBook. Oh my god. It's like, did I need to go Macs? No. The only reason I honestly went to the Macs was because it was the only pre-config that is sold like in store that had 32 gigs of unified memory. Because just 16 isn't really cutting it. I've noticed a lot lately when trying to edit videos that there's a lot of disk swapping going on, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but where it's happening so much and it's almost filling up the buffer constantly, that typically means what you're doing is potentially using too much of the unified memory, so your creator's trying to swap it out while it gets other things kind of deprioritized. So I'm like, you know what, let's go 32 and just rock it. If I wasn't having an issue with the RAM, I would have gone with the M2 Pro and just gotten the mid-grade pre-config, which is like just the 1 terabyte and then 16 gigs of unified memory, and then it's the upper Pro, basically the full bin. Wow. It's just like, I've been using this. I got this December 2021. I never even did a review on this. I think before I get this sold, I will do just a review finally. Like, I have a lot of thoughts still, a lot of issues still with non-Apple peripherals. But it doesn't hurt to have almost a 2-year later long-term review. But my goddamn, my keys, I need a good wipe of those. So I think I'm gonna wipe these down real nice, but all right, let's open this up. Just like to see no shine whatsoever. It's beautiful. All right, I'm not gonna save this. I don't save this part because it's like this is not worth saving to me. But look at that. Oh, the smell. That fresh apple smell. If y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh my god. I'm just... Oh, did I just like scratch it? No? Okay. Oh my god. Now I gotta remember, like, do I want to move everything over or just read it? I think I might just move things over because I feel like it's a good way to not have any extra stuff, because I do have like an uninstaller and everything on my MacBook to get rid of programs completely, so it's not like leftover files and stuff. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
So this is taking like forever. I'm gonna call it here. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I almost did this, almost did peace sign. Fingers crossed that I can get myself out of this rut and just feeling better, and I can just let creativity do its thing. Because videos are always so much better to watch on YouTube when people are just being themselves and aren't trying too hard. And I do think for my, 8.5 years roughly I've been on YouTube, I have done a lot of not being myself, and I hope, going forward my main channel, going forward my photography channel, when that gets released, that I can just show you me. And I'm gonna go set up my MacBook, get some things transferred over, and do some editing. Anyways, see ya.